What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and thanks for allowing me to share my knowledge with you. Today, I want to show you how to backpedal through your 16th notes. If you've already watched the position shifting video and you know about the 16th note triplets, then you're good to go and you're all caught up, and this video will be easy peasy 1, 2, 3Z. So let's get right to it. Backpedaling through the 16th notes involves jumping the pinky. That's the ticket, that's the secret, and that is the thing you need to know. So let me just show you in slow and faster versions how we do that. And if you don't mind, I'm going to get my ugly pug out of this video and get into showing you guys a little close-up action of what's really going on here, because I want you to see the finger movements that are going on. So when we do this jumping thing and we backpedal through a 16th note triplet, backpedaling basically it signifies or means that you're going to be descending down the notes while you're moving up the scale. And so here's how you do that. You backpedal by backpedaling through the notes backwards, descending down the notes that you're playing while moving up the scale to begin at another place that is higher up in the scale. So we're going to begin with this C note and then move to the D and then the E. So really what is happening is when you move this first position, you're on the first finger at 5, you need to get to the 10. And you can't do that smoothly by holding your hand on the guitar. So what has to happen is you need to learn to jump your pinky over to the next note, because the pinky is the leader of this transition. You are ascending up, so you're using the pinky, but because you're backpedaling, that's why it's the pinky. If you were moving up the guitar and starting with the first finger, it would be standard position shifting. But it's not. You're backpedaling through. And then starting with the finger that is already in the air. So it has to jump. See that? It has to be able to jump. From the 7, I got to jump to the 12. I'm not going to leave this down. It's not as smooth. Because when you leave this down for this, you leave lots of room for error and mistakes, because this finger may not stretch out as far as it needs to go. And if it does, well, the other finger, one of these, may not land in this fret. Whatever fret you're looking for, it may not land there because nothing is lined up. There is no position shifting, so the fingers are not lined up where they need to go. Your physical skills and your actual abilities are what are going to get that pinky there. So if you have the skills to jump the pinky, because look where my pinky is, it's floating over 9 and 10, but it's got to go to 12. So I have to move my hand from here all the way to there. See, as you descend, you move the hand the other way, the opposite direction that you want the pinky to go in. So now I'm moving my fingers down the guitar, and I'm moving closer to this direction, but now I got to go all the way to there. So you're like moving down and then jumping up. Moving down and jumping up is really what you're doing. I'm all the way over here with my hand, and I got to jump all the way to there. Jump. Now as the frets get smaller, the distance is less, but it actually gets harder because you got less room to get to put your pinky down. So when you drop it, you got to drop it into this tiny little spot versus the bigger spots you were dropping it into before. So the spots get closer, so it's easier to reach them, but you have less place to put your finger. So it works out to be the same. Either way, you need skill. And that's what this is designed to do, is to show you how to get the skill. You slowly learn to drop that pinky in. So you learn when you're sitting on 5 how much effort and room you need to push that finger over. So breaking it down would be something simple like this. So what you could do is hold this finger down and begin to get close to the 10 and then just lift it up. So there really isn't much room to jump. You only have to go a hair. If you let the finger up when the pinky's all the way back here, well, your jump is huge. It's all the way, it's like that. But if you start to extend the finger and then let it off, you're like right there. Now these will come in and line up. You know it's going to 12. You're right there now. You're going right over for 13. I suggest breaking down each individual move into its own practice exercise so you can learn each position one at a time and just practice them over and over. Because each position feels different. So you're going to get used to this one if you spend 20 minutes on it, or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes. But then you're not going to be ready to do the next one because that's the one you're used to. So I would suggest in the beginning, till you get the skill down, really just working every single spot as its own exercise. And you begin to pick up that speed because your pinky senses, like it now knows what to do. So this ascending, this back pedal, while you're ascending, is really going down the notes while you're going up the scale. There you go. That's really all you're doing. But in order to go down the notes and then up the scale, you have to jump. And that's the skill you're trying to build. So if you just walk one piece at a time, again, you don't even need the guitar on. You can just... And as you get into these smaller areas, you go for that second and third finger when you're going to bend. See, I got a B flat. So now I could switch this out. F, G, and A could be the key of D minor. So the bottom line is you need to have that pinky set to go into the next spot. So you already need to know what you're going to be playing because you can't decide it as you're moving. So this is a pre-planned setup here. That's the skill you need, folks, to do the back pedal through your 16th notes. And when you're going the other way back down the guitar, then you will use position shifting because you'll do this. If you haven't seen the position shifting, it's in another video. Check that video out. Unless you want to go back down the same thing you're doing. You want to go up the notes and go down the scale. Well, now your first finger needs to do the jumping. So let's take a look. Now you got to pick it up and jump. Because they all have to come up to make the move. You got to get them all up to get in this spot. It's not like you can do this and leave them down. They all have to come up. And that's the skill you are building, to jump the finger to the next spot. Now, I know it looks... That is your position shifting. This is your position shifting. This is not. Guys, I hope that makes learning how to backpedal through your 16th notes using some position shifting a little easier. It's another tool in your arsenal of shredding. You definitely want to be able to backpedal through the notes because you're not going to always be going in that same one direction. You will want to flip directions. And there's many ways to flip them. You can go in the same order or you can backpedal. I hope this makes understanding backpedaling a little easier. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is not something that takes long. Just play around with it. Once you memorize what your fingers are doing, very quickly the speed will come. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.